Okay, hi guys, my name's ADK and this is...
John.
And this is...
Ella K.
Very good. And we thought we'd make a video today, or the next few days, about our plans to convert my work van into a temporary camper van. What we'll do is we'll take you on a very quick tour of my work van, and then we will walk you through the process of converting it into a camper.
So, there we go everyone. This is the work van. There is the camera girl. Hello. She will be the camera girl when I start working.
I'm going to make my moment shine when I'm in front of the camera.
So we're going to be working out of this garage here, and we're going to put a tarpaulin up across and into the van, which, as you can see at this moment in time, we've got some insulation and bits for the conversion. But mostly it's just a mess from my last job. There's tools, there's shelves full of tools and bits. So we're going to begin with getting all this lot into the garage.
Okay, so we've got the tarpaulin up. We're ready to clear out the van. Let's go.
Okay, done. We've got it all cleared out, the bulkhead's out. So what we want to do next, because if we're driving around without a bulkhead, we hear all the noise of the road, and it's just very tinny sounding in here. So you can hear what the inside of a van sounds like. We want to dampen that sound, and we also want to get some insulation in. So what we've picked up is some Therma Wrap from good old Screwfix down the road, and we have got some spray contact adhesive to stick this to the panels. Now you can buy this sort of bubble foil with its own adhesive backing already. It's just a lot more expensive, and I wanted some today. I didn't want to have to wait for postage, so Screwfix will do. So we're going to get the kids on with cleaning all these panels down so it's ready to stick to. And I'm going to start looking at the electrics, which I've never done in a van before. So fingers crossed we get it figured out. So what I've got here is a leisure battery that I picked up for about 40 quid second hand. It's only been used a few times. The guy who had it previously didn't get much use out of it. It's fairly new. I'm going to be wiring this up to the main van battery via this switch. Like I say, I'm new to this, so this is the first time I've ever done this. But what happens is I wire from the main battery through this switch to this battery, and this switch detects when the voltage is high enough from the main engine and the main battery is charged enough. It then feeds charge across to this battery. So we're not sucking anything from the main battery, because that will be a nightmare if we come to start the van one morning and the battery's flat. Two hands, I like it. Alright, so we've started doing the Therma Wrap already. I've already done a bit in there, and I remembered we should film it.
Yeah.
So, this has been cut out to fit into there, except not that way obviously, that way. So we check ahead of time. There we go, so I know it needs to be this side. So Elle, can you get this? We've got this spray glue, which I'd never used before, this contact adhesive, and it's interesting stuff. It comes out like a spider web.
And it's
Are you watching?
Yeah, it's blue.
It's blue, so you can see where you squirted it. Cool. There we go, and then straight up on here as well, because it's a contact adhesive, so you need it on both surfaces.
To make it stick better.
That's right.
Be careful, John.
Crazy stuff. There we go. And we just give that a couple of minutes, and then I'll be able to stick that straight up on there. So while that's doing that, we'll start cutting out the next one. So we are cutting out the Therma Wrap here, and what I've been doing is I'm using these the original ply lining panels for some of the parts. Makes it a damn sight easier. I can just pop that there and literally just get my Stanley knife So while we've been cutting that, this glue over here has been going to tacky, so I can pretty much touch that without it coming off on my fingers. Make sure I've got this lined up correctly.
No one likes blue in their fingers.
No. So I'm going to put that there. Start. Oh, just lock that door there. Applying pressure. Sorry, Al, have I moved that for you now?
Yeah.
And then we'll just put it around. Push it all into the corners as best we can. Okay, so we're on day 2 of the build. We stopped filming yesterday evening because it started raining badly and we cut it short. So if you want to come and have a look at where we're at, I will show you what we managed to do yesterday afternoon was start to get this insulation on the walls, if you can see. And it's really dampened the sound. I've been for a drive this morning already and it's really dampened the sound in here. And then also this morning I've been out to pick up this so I don't have to build a unit for us keeping anything in. We can fit the cooker in there, some clothes, pots and pans, my kettle, coffee materials, which of course is all essential. So that was a beauty. That was 15 quid second hand, so you can't go wrong. It saves me spending a day building something. So here we've got a girl hard at work, getting the floors up, ready for insulation. Hey, Al?
Yes.
Go on, look at you. Wow, you've got a technique there.
Yes.
You busy? Is he busy there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a folding mattress that we've just acquired off my next door neighbour.
Which is awesome.
Which is amazing because it's the last thing I'm looking for. We just asked her if she could feed the cat while we're away. And she mentioned she had that, so that's my bed sorted. Ella and John have been taking the screws out of the wooden floor here. And what we're going to do next is we're going to get this insulation down. There's a lot of companies out there who makes purpose-made sound dampening insulation for the floors of van conversions, and they're self-adhesive, thick foam, and I'm sure it's excellent stuff. But it's sort of a bit above the budget for what I want to spend on this van. Plus, I'd have to order it, and it takes a few days to get it here. So what I've actually done is I've gone down the road to Screwfix and grabbed some of this, which is the type of underlay that you'd normally use on like laminate flooring. And it's got a 20 decibel sound reduction, and it's only like a couple of mil thick. I think it's 3 mil or something like that, but you get tons of it for 20 quid. So what I thought was, well, what if we just put layer upon layer? So I think we'll get about 3 or 4 layers of this underneath the floor. It should do a very similar job, maybe not as good as the professional gear, but like I say, I have to try and stop myself from getting carried away. This is a work van, and it will be a work van again in a couple of weeks time. It doesn't need a huge amount of spending on it. We just want to get it ready and get away on holiday, don't we? Everyone enjoying lunch?
Yep.
Right, come on, finish your crisps. We've got to get back to it. Let's time lapse getting the insulation in and the floor back down. Cue the music. Okay, so that's it. We got the insulation in, we've got the floorboards back down, and I've got 4 layers of this in now, which equates to at least 10 mil, possibly more. So I would like to think that's going to do a pretty good job. Yeah, so on to the next. Let's get some more insulation on the walls. In order to keep the kids interested, we had to have a dry run of the beds.
Yes.
So these are, or these are, I don't know, the bunk beds that we got from Go Outdoors. That was one of the bigger expenses of the project, about 100 quid for that. But it means I don't have to build beds. So I'm just going to put them up on a platform, because as you can see over there, the wheel arch is in the way. So then we'll be able to shove it over a bit more. So we have got the rest of the Therma Wrap on. We've even got it inside all these pockets here now. Up on the ceiling. And it's doing its job already. I can feel how warm it is reflecting the sunlight from today. So next is more of this stuff like we put in the back doors. I am going to start feeding it in and around and in behind here into all the cavities where it will go. So, just like this. What I'm doing now is I've just been marking out here my pencil line. That's where the kids' bed is going to go to. So I'm making a platform. I'm going to start making a platform here, which will be for my bed. So I've got my wood here. I'm just starting to cut. The kids are helping by testing their bed out. How's the testing going, guys? Is it good? Yeah? Is it working? John's having his hair done. That's nice. Okay, so I have built this platform for my bed. It is massive, I realise that. It's designed in such a way that I'm going to be able to store so much stuff underneath it. This is a nice small thin mattress that my neighbours lent us, which works perfectly. The reason I've made it so wide, first of all, is so the kids' bed will wedge in down there, so it'll stop it from rattling around when we're driving. It's literally going to wedge in there. Okay, so there is the leisure battery, and I've got a couple coming off the positive and a couple coming off the negative. That leisure battery is going to shove underneath that seat there, and then I'll be able to access the van battery, which is under here, to hook them up. But for now I was just getting that part of the circuit sorted. So running behind here and across to there, which you've already seen, is that one. I've got USB sockets and one cigarette lighter plug-in 12 volt socket there. So that little cool box is running. I'm just giving it a good run and yeah, making sure it all works fine. Then I have also got over here more wires which run up, along and down to my bigger switch, which is probably a bit of overkill, but it doesn't matter, I don't care, I can add to it later. So that's registering the same 12.5 volts. Now I have wired that's the wire going up to a junction box for my ceiling lights. So I've just popped one of the lights in now to test, and you will see if I flick this switch we have light. So I am mega happy with that. Okay, final day, day 4. Well, I think it's going to be the final day. Just got the material to finish, putting on the panels. We've got a bit of a late start this morning with regards to filming because the camera girl was busy doing her hair for a little while.
I need to look good.
Yes, you need to look good for being on the other side of the camera. I get it, no problem. So John and I have been working on this, and as you can see we're getting the material onto the bigger panels now. And this morning, well, we didn't have a camera girl, we've been getting this panel put up on here. Very good. And last night obviously we got this up with the lights. We're almost there, we're almost there. Come and have a look at this. This is how we do these boards, because I haven't actually shown you yet. So the board's down here, and I have sprayed some of this extra strong high temperature contact adhesive. I've sprayed it on there and I've sprayed it on here, and it's just had a couple of minutes to go off a little bit till it's tacky. Yep, like that. And then what I'm going to do is just fold this bit back over here, push it out, move that out of the way. That was so I didn't get anything on the rest of it. Now I'm able to pull this back, and then I can stick that end. That glue has had a couple of minutes to go off a bit, get tacky, and I am just going to tease it into the middle, spread it to the sides, into the middle, out to the sides, just like that. There we go. Right, if you want to come in closer, Elle.
That looks satisfying. That kind of looks satisfying.
Satisfying. Then what I'm going to do
is just trim off some of the excess. We only need a couple of inches-ish. And then I've got to cut these like shark teeth into it.
So they can bend.
That's right, so you can fold it around these long annoying corners that some of these panels have. Like that, without it trying to stretch. So we're just going to quickly go around and do that. And then John has been helping me do this, so I am sure he could talk you through how it works.
So, I'm going to be showing you how to do this. First of all, you need this stuff here. Then, you need to go on an angle and then spray. Oh. Then you wait for like about a few minutes. This is how you do it. You push your thumb against this, or do this. That.
Oh no, have you got one?
Then
Got some in there.
you put that over like that. That. Then you just keep going until you've got a whole round here done.
Okay, so this is why the camera girl needed to spend so long doing her hair, because now she's in front of the lens. That's it, do some sweeping, good girl.
It wasn't the reason.
So, there we have it. Panels in everywhere. This panel's in, and the electrics fit there. Now, once Elle's swept that out, we are going to put this carpet down. You ready, guys?
Yep.
So, despite missing a bit of carpet because we ran out of material, who cares? Beds will hide that. Look at this. Do 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 do. Fantastic. Oh, what are those ugly things over there?
Hey,
They spoil the view. Turn the lights on.
I'll do it.
Look at this. It's hard to tell how bright they are actually in the daylight, but we came out last night to try them out and they're mega bright. Okay, it's very early on Thursday morning. We completed the van day before yesterday. I'm afraid there was a lack of enthusiasm for filming the last bit. I think everyone was burnt out and tired. But I'll give you a little tour before we set off. We're about to hit the road. We packed the van up yesterday. So I'll give you one last little look of the finished product. So there she is in all her glory, just looking like a work van. But once we get in the back of here, there we go. Bed all ready to go. Kids' beds all ready to go. I got the platforms built under them. Bit crude, but like I said before, this is just a crude job. We have got a kitchen box. We have got clothing boxes which I can just pop out. Mine's a bit full. There we go. Clothing boxes under there. We have got the fantastic night effect disco lights for later. My cousin donated that speaker, which was fantastic. Cheers, Mike. So we've got cooker in here and washing up bowl and pots and pans. I've got loads of, oh gosh, noodles and chocky bickies and what have you down there. I put these little edges on here as well so things can't slide out when I'm driving. I've got a whole ton of pot noodles and things in there with cereal because I've been buggered if I'm cooking on this trip because that's all I ever do is cook and clean, so I'm not doing it. I'm on holiday. Ha ha. Water supply, kids' shoes. Lost a pillow. View from the back. Oh, it's a bit of a mess in here. I've just been chucking things in, but I've got a toolbox there. Behind the toolbox is the portaloo there. There's some jackets and warm clothes under there, which I hope we won't need. So that's why they're shoved under there. I've got camping table and chairs. I've got my emergency roadside stuff, jump leads, wheel brace, jack. That's toilet stuff there, that needs packing away, but I'm past caring now. So that's the view from back here. Focus, there we go. That's the view from the back. And it's time to wake the kids up and chuck them in the van, and I'm going to hit the road nice and early and try and get a couple of hours under my belt before rush hour starts, and then we'll stop for breakfast while everyone else is running around and going to work. Sounds like a plan. Okay, see you folks, I hope you enjoyed this.